Welcome to Info Palace. Hit the red button below and the small bell icon beside it for the latest and trending news.
The former governor of Lagos State, Akinwunmi Ambode, on Thursday lost his bid to restrain some of the state lawmakers from probing him over the purchase of 820 buses. Ambode had filed a civil suit before Justice Yetunde Adesanya of the Lagos State High Court in Ikeja against the House of Assembly, its Speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, and the House Clerk, Mr. A. Sunny, challenging the probe of the BRT buses he bought during his administration. Other respondents to the suit are the chairman of the ad hoc committee set up by the House to probe the procurement of the buses, Fatai Mojid, and 8 other members of the committee. The members of the ad hoc committee are Mr. Gbolahan Yusho, Mr. A. Yusuf, Mr. Yinka Ogundimu, Mrs. Mojisola Miranda, Mr. M. L. Makinda, Mr. Kahinda Joseph, Mr. Temitope Adewale and Mr. Olanrewaju Afini. Ambode sought an injunction restraining the lawmakers from compelling him to appear before them pursuant to a resolution passed by the House of Assembly on August 27, 2019, as well as any other resolutions passed in respect of the probe. The former governor also sought an injunction restraining the respondents from representing or continuing to represent to the public that he procured 820 buses in breach of budgetary approval. Ambode also seeks a court declaration that the provisions of Sections 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9 of the Appropriation Law of Lagos State, 2018, requiring the approval of the House of Assembly before a certain expenditure of money was incurred by the executive arm, was not in accordance with constitutional provisions. However, delivering her ruling on Thursday, Justice Adesanya held that the injunction being sought by the former governor breached the doctrine of separation of powers, adding that the suit was an attempt to invoke judicial interference in the powers of the legislature. She said, "An ad hoc committee is an investigative committee performing a fact-finding function and not a court, judicial body, or a tribunal. It is not set up to determine the civil rights and obligations of the claimant." In the same breath, an investigation is not an indictment, it precedes an indictment. The claimant, in this instance, has not been indicted by the House of Assembly, neither has the committee indicted the claimant by a mere invitation by a summons to appear before it. The ad hoc committee has yet to carry out its constitutional function as contained in Sections 128 and 129 of the Constitution. Assuming that the claimant's claim of bias by the constituted ad hoc committee is real and well-founded, that some members of the committee had concluded that the claimant is guilty of the allegation before inviting him to appear before the committee, this will still not amount to a threat to his fundamental right to fair hearing, because the whole exercise is nothing more than an investigation. I hereby find that the claimant's action is an invitation to the court to cripple the legislative exercise of the statutory power of the Lagos State House of Assembly under Sections 128 and 129 of the 1999 Constitution, and that is not the function of the court, and no court of law should accede such invitation. The claimant's suit is hereby struck out. But Ambode has appealed the ruling in the notice filed by his counsel, Tayo Oyetibo, San, before the Lagos Division of the Appeal Court. Ambode prayed the court to set aside the decision of the trial court and allow the appeal. Besides, the former governor prayed the appellate court to remit the matter back to the High Court to allow the chief judge to reassign it to another judge of the High Court for trial. He argued that the court below erred in law when it held that Section 36(1) of the 1999 Constitution did not apply to the exercise of the powers of the defendants under Section 128 of the Constitution. Ambode also submitted that the trial judge erred in law when she held that the defendant's objection was properly taken without the defendants filing a statement of defense.
Hit the red button below and the small bell icon beside it for the latest and trending news.